Hello everyone, it's Cassidy and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is the start of my March monthly reading vlog. It honestly might be a bi-weekly reading vlog. I'm not really sure. You guys will know before I do, I guess. But today is March 2nd and I thought I'd start the vlog. If you haven't seen my TBR for March, I have 6 books on it and plus a rollover from February, and so I really want to get a bunch of reading done. I have a lot of books to read on my TBR, and so that's why I'm not sure if this vlog's gonna be monthly or bi-weekly. Just depends on how much reading I get done, quite honestly. But yeah, if you like this video, make sure to subscribe and give it a big thumbs up. Both of those will mean the absolute world to me. So yesterday on March 1st, I started my first book of March, which will be People Like Us by Dana Mel. I think that's how you pronounce it. So this is a YA mystery. So this is about Kay, who is just a regular, popular type of girl at a academy, high school academy, I don't know what they're called. And then someone on a campus dies and she starts getting these automated emails to, is it automated? The dead girl left Kay a computer-coded scavenger hunt, which is as it unravels, begins to implicate suspect after suspect until Kay herself is in the crosshairs of a murder investigation. Basically to find this girl's killer. So like I said, I started it yesterday. I only read on page 33, which is chapter 3, but already a lot has already happened. The girl died in chapter 1. In chapter 2, at the end of chapter 2, Kay got the email with the starting the scavenger hunt. So far good. It's 33 pages, but these are my favorite type of books, so I don't have like high expectations, but I pretty much know I'll like it. Even if it's not like groundbreaking, I'll probably like it. So it's 6 o'clock on Wednesday the 2nd, like I said, and I'm gonna sit and read for a little bit. I brought my comfy pillow chair thingamabobber, I don't know what it's called, onto my bed, and I'm gonna read. And I'm hoping to like read this month, because if you saw my February reading vlog or wrap up, you'll know did not read very much. So hoping March will turn it around, and that's why I'm trying to get reading in right from the beginning of the month to make sure it's a habit throughout the rest of the month. So yeah, just thought I'd say hello, open up the vlog, and let you know what I'm reading. Hello! So it is the 3rd now, but I thought I would do a little update because I've done quite a bit of reading. Last night I read to page 100, and then just now I read to page 209, and I'm really enjoying this. It's super duper fast paced, and I really actually don't know because there's still 170 pages left, so I'm not really sure what's gonna happen in all of those in all that amount of time. At this moment, the ending seems, or the murderer seems very obvious. Well, actually I have 2 options. I'm really liking this. I don't really have anything wrong with it, except for trigger warning, there's like death of a pet in this, and I'm just gonna need books to stop doing that, and I'm really gonna need YA mysteries to stop doing that. It happens in another YA mystery and I hate it. There's literally no reason. This one, it adds like a tiny bit to the plot, but they could have done something else. In the other one, it did not need to happen. And there was another book, but I can't remember what book it was now, and I don't remember if it was YA, or I don't remember what book at all, but there was another book that used like death of a pet in some type of plot device, and I'm gonna need authors to stop doing that, because that just, I hate it. I can't. It makes me so sad, and like if it's not necessary, Like, if it really doesn't add anything to the plot, like, what's the point? So that's the only thing for this that I haven't really liked, but I'm over halfway. But I would like to be finished this by Monday, before Monday, but I am doing other stuff, so that's the only reason I'm giving myself that much time. But honestly, if I don't have anything to do for the rest of the night, I do have some stuff that I need to do, but if I finish that early, I honestly probably could finish this tonight, but I don't know if I will. Yeah, it's a good start to the month, a good pick for the first book to read this month. I knew it would be. I know I read one review before I read this when I put it as currently reading. It was from Kayla from Books and Lala. She apparently read this, like, I can't remember, it was a few years ago or something, the review said, and it said she really liked it until like the end. So hopefully I like it all, but the ending may not be great, but we shall find out. It's the same day, obviously, but it's 7 o'clock now, and I did end up reading more. I'm on page 275, so I have 100 pages left, and I am going to sit down and try and finish this right now. I've already read 175 pages today, so why not just finish it up? It's a really fast read. I don't really have anything else to do, so I'd just spend my time watching Netflix anyways, so I might as well finish it, and I'll feel very accomplished because it's only the 3rd, and I don't feel like cleaning my place right now, so it's also a way for me to avoid doing that. But I will talk to you in a bit when I finish this. So I finished People Like Us. It's about 8:30 now, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think I'm gonna give it like a 4.5. Since I was like kind of debating from a 4 to a 5, I looked at some of the reviews, and I just have to say this because this is something that bothers me with thrillers, that like when people review thrillers, when you pick up a YA thriller, are you really, because people can complain about this book, but they've also complained about other books that I've read where they are like, oh, I don't like either like mean girl trope or like stupid high school drama. Do you know, it bothers me because you're picking up YA. You think like you're gonna get teenage drama, you're reading YA, and part of teenage drama is Mean Girls. No one likes Mean Girls. No one likes Mean Girls, and that's why it makes this book interesting. You don't have to like them to be interested in the book. So that just bothered me because people said that they don't want petty drama and Mean Girls, but like you're reading YA. Synopsis says, now she's a star soccer player whose group of gorgeous friends run their private school with effortless popularity and wit. You kind of gotta expect it. That's just my little rant because I don't get it. Like, what do you think you're getting into when you read YA, like, not teenagers? I don't know. Wasn't like the most groundbreaking book I've ever read, but I don't need that. It was still really good. It was very solid, and I would recommend if you like YA mystery, or if you haven't read very much mystery in general, it'd be like a good place to start and an interesting place to start. And there was like twists right up to the very last page, like last few sentences, so that was really interesting. The reveal part was like maybe like a tiny bit rushed, not like that it didn't make sense, you know. Would recommend if you're interested in the idea of it, premise of it. I'm finished my first book of March already, March 3rd, which is really good for me and really starts the month off right. I think I'm gonna read either Along for the Ride next or Local Woman Missing. I'll have to decide tomorrow because I'll take one home with me for the weekend. I'm very happy I started the month off with a good book and read it quick. So, go me. I should say one thing that was a little confusing in this book was that there was a lot of characters at the beginning and they just like didn't know who was who for a bit, but that doesn't last too long. But when it was happening, I wasn't a fan. It's a group of friends and some of them just like don't really matter, or they only matter for like a small bit. I just like couldn't remember who was connected to what or what was their story kind of thing for a bit. Then I figured it out, so That's just like a little thing. Hi, sorry my heat's on in the background, but it's been pretty cold here, so it's just been constantly on. But it has been a while since I've talked to this vlog because I haven't been doing zero reading. So it's March 10th, so it's Thursday, and yeah, I don't think I've talked to you guys since like last Thursday or something. I was feeling really good about how I'm gonna read so much this month since I got one book done super fast, and then I must have jinxed myself because that just has not happened. But the other day I started a book. I read like 9 pages, so I was like, I'm not gonna say anything because I technically started House of Sky and Breath in February, and I read like 20 pages, and I haven't read anything else since then, so I just didn't want to say anything. But I just read some more, so I officially have started A Local Woman Missing by Mary Kubica. I'm on page 53, which is the beginning of part 2 already. I just sat down and read some of this to get myself to actually start it, and hopefully I will actually continue it quickly instead of taking forever to read books. But I am enjoying it so far, other than I don't think I like the writing style. There's a prologue, and then which is like 4 pages, and then there is part 1, which is like 40 pages. I guess I'll see what this book is about. We follow multiple missing people. So there's a prologue of someone we don't actually know who it is, doesn't say the name, and then chapter 1 / part 1 follows Delilah, and she is, we don't know how old, a child in some way, and she was kidnapped in some way. We don't really know anything about her yet, but she has just gotten away from the kidnappers after 11 years of being held captive. That's all I know so far, and I'm trying not to overly know too much about this because I've heard the twist at the end is really good, so I don't want it to, I don't want to know it, I don't want to guess it. But I do find the writing a tiny bit confusing just because there aren't chapter breaks, and there's like tiny page breaks or whatever, but it's a little confusing. I think the reason it's a little confusing is because Delilah's held in a basement where it's pitch black. There's literally no light, so she doesn't know if a day has gone by or anything like that, so it makes it a little confusing. I don't know the timeline like at all. I'm wondering if, since she's out, if that will change and if I will like the writing style more. I don't know. I'll keep you updated on that. Should be a quick read hopefully, but I thought just finally say hi and say I am reading again. I think at the beginning of this vlog I thought maybe that it would be like bi-weekly vlogs instead of a monthly vlog, but that's definitely not happening because it's almost the end of the 2nd week already, and I've read 1 book and 50 pages of another book, so that's not very interesting. Hi guys, so ignore my nose looks really red right now, but Mel is doing a Patreon sprints with Gavin and Olivia, so I'm going to be reading more of Local Women Missing the next day. I didn't say Friday the 11th, so I didn't read any more yesterday, so I'm going to read more of this and hopefully get a lot of damage done because there's like 4 people doing sprints today. I think I can get a lot of reading done. I'm on page 67 and I feel like I already know one of the twists, but I don't know if that's gonna be like a huge part or if it's supposed to be kind of obvious. But I'm gonna try and read this like pretty fast so I don't take a lot of time thinking about the twist and then figure it out. I feel like if I take a long time to read a thriller, I'm like 80% guessing the twist, so if I read this pretty quickly, hopefully I just like never guess the twist. So hopefully this is supposed to be obvious. It is 9:20 and I just finished Local Woman Missing. I literally read 300 pages today. Don't know how that happened. Well, I do know I just did not do a single other thing that I needed to do. But I am happy that I got this book done because I've only read that 1 book, you guys know, so far this month, so I'm glad I got this one done fast. I really enjoyed it and I did not guess the twist. What did I think I guessed the twist before? I can't remember, but I didn't guess the twist. Now that I'm thinking about it, there's a couple storylines in here that aren't actually fully answered. I think maybe you're just supposed to like get it, and if you don't get it, then you don't get it. If you get it, you get it. Does that make sense? Like if you get the hints and put the hints together, then good for you. If you don't, then it never really matters, I guess. I don't know what I'm gonna rate this, a 4 or a 5. It was really good. I didn't guess the twist. In theory, this should be a 5-star for me, but just right now it doesn't really like give me the feeling of a 5-star. Like I don't have anything wrong to say, nothing that I didn't like, other than the writing style was like not my favorite. I think it was like there was a lot of dialogue that wasn't written as like dialogue. Does that make sense? I don't even know how to describe it. It would be like, she told me this, but it wouldn't say it as if they're saying it in the moment, but they are saying it in the moment. It'd be like, she told me that they were looking into this, but it wouldn't have any quotation marks like the person saying it right now, but we know that they're having a conversation right now. It was really good, a solid mystery. I'm just gonna kind of sit on it and decide when I want to rate it. I might change my rating as I like think about it. I'll probably read either Along for the Ride or The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter next. I probably am going to do sprints tomorrow, so I probably will start it tomorrow, but I also need to actually do things tomorrow, so I'll let you know tomorrow what I'm reading, and I'll probably maybe figure out what I want to rate this by then. I'm going to read some reviews and figure out what I think. But yeah, I pretty much read this whole book today, so I'm very proud of myself for that. Hello, it is Sunday now. I'm a part of Mel Reed's Patreon, The Citadel, and today was like a 1-year anniversary celebration thingy. It was super fun. We had that until like about 1 o'clock, and then I've just been doing school and had a nap since then, but that doesn't really matter. But normally on Sunday, Mel has Patreon sprints, and we weren't gonna have them this Sunday because it was the celebration, but she announced that she's gonna do some tonight, starting at 6 my time, and it's 4:42 currently. So I'm gonna join those and watch those. I'm gonna start my next book. I thought I was gonna start this earlier in the weekend, but I got other stuff done, which I'm good with that. So I'm gonna start Along for the Ride. About 2.5 weeks left in March, and I've got a lot of school, and I've got 4 books still on my TBR, plus House of Sky and Breath. So I've been like trying to figure out what to prioritize. This is a book that I've had forever, and I think that's the prompt I maybe have used it for. I can't remember. I've had this book forever, and I want to finally get to it, so that's why I decided to pick it up. The other ones I want to get to, but this one's just on being priority just because I've had it for forever. So this is about, ever since her parents' divorce, Auden has been unable to sleep. She's built a routine that gets her through each night, but when the opportunity comes for her to spend her summer at the beach with her father and his new family, she jumps at the chance to break out of her rut. Life at the beach proves more challenging than Auden expects. In addition to trying to figure out how she fits into her father's new life, she also has to navigate the girls at work with their gossip and friendship and crushes. And then there's Eli, a fellow insomniac who becomes her nocturnal tour guide. With the endless supply of long summer nights between them, almost anything can happen. This one's coming out as a series on some streaming platform in April, I believe. Maybe it's a movie, I'm not sure. I hope I enjoy it, and I hope I read it fast. It is 195 pages. I definitely thought it was going to be over 400 pages, but it is bigger text or whatever. So I'm going to start this during sprints. I don't know how many sprints we're going to do or how many sprints I'm going to do, just because depends on how late they go, because I can't go that late because I have school in the morning early, and I have to have a shower before I go to bed tonight. Hello. This is gonna be a quick update because I'm tired, but it is Thursday the 17th, and I started The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter by Theodore Goss. I think I almost hit my face in like multiple times every vlog, so that's fun. Anyway, so I started this tonight because people are doing sprints on Patreon, on Mel's Patreon Discord. I decided to join. I still have kind of been reading this. I'm on page 57, so not very far. It's good so far, just like not much has happened yet, so pretty easy for me to put down at points, but I'm gonna try and finish it this weekend because this weekend is the 48-hour readathon that Mel does on Patreon every month. So this is my goal, to finish this weekend. I'm supposed to be reading this next week for Spring Into Reading-a-thon, but I decided to start it, and I'm listening to the audiobook. Let's do one thought at a time. Let's finish this thought. I'm gonna try and finish it this weekend. Hopefully I do during this readathon. There's gonna be lots of sprints, so there really isn't a reason for me not to, other than me picking up other books. Next thought. So I've been reading this, listening to this just for, I think it was 2 hours. I'm on page 93, so yeah, I'm listening to the audiobook as well because this is the buddy read for Mel's Patreon for whatever month it is, March, and we're reading the trilogy. I don't know if there's gonna be more, if it's just gonna be a trilogy, but we're reading the trilogy for the next 3 months. And there has been like mixed opinions on this of those who have read it, but I am enjoying it so far, but I'm like a quarter of the way through, so we will see. Put that down until I finish this, because this is supposed to be my read for one of my reads for Spring Into Reading-a-thon, because I needed a book for the prompt, a buddy read. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I don't know if I would be enjoying it without the audiobook. I didn't like the audiobook. I'll say I didn't really like the audiobook for the first chapter, and I was like, it's gonna be a no for me. But then I just kept listening, and it gets better in my opinion. It is the next day. I'm wearing the same hoodie again because it's cold in my room. It's Friday, like I said, the 18th, and as I mentioned yesterday, today is the start of Mel's Patreon 48-hour readathon. It started at 7, it's 9:30 now. Not at 7. It started at 6 my time. It's 9:30 now. First sprint, I just watched some of a show, ate, and then the second sprint, for half of it, I finished my show, and then I've just been reading every sprint since, and I'm reading along for the ride. So I was on page like 40 something, but I am currently on page 128, and Goodreads says I'm 33% through. I would have liked to be a little bit further in this, but like I'm not gonna complain. We're doing sprints. Sprints are still going, but I'm gonna call it quits for tonight. But we're doing sprints starting at noon tomorrow my time, so hopefully I will do some damage there. If I don't finish this tomorrow, I'd like to only have like 75 pages left or something. I don't know. I want to be like really close. That's the goal. That's where I'm at. But I'm not gonna probably go to sleep. I'm gonna watch RuPaul's Drag Race because the new episode comes out tonight. But I can't focus on reading anymore. It is the next day. I kind of look tired. I kind of am. So ignore that. It is Saturday the 19th, and it's like just before noon, so sprints haven't even started yet for the readathon, but Simone from Beyond Bookish is doing some. I just jumped in for this one before Mel's starts. Got to page 164, which that was one chapter, so that's one thing I don't like about this book. But so if you watched my February, I don't know if I mentioned it in the vlog, but definitely the wrap up, the chapters in red, white, and royal blue were super long, and they felt long. Some of these chapters feel long, but this last one didn't, because a lot of stuff did happen. I mean, it probably could have got broken up in a couple. Forget why I even came on here to vlog. So in the synopsis of this, it's about her like meeting this guy who's also an insomniac, and them spending time together. So she had met him in the past, but them actually spending time together had just happened in the last 15-ish pages. It took a long time for them to actually like hang out at night. They had seen each other at night, and they had seen each other at events happening in the town. But I am enjoying it, and yeah, like I said yesterday, I'm hoping to finish it, but at least get to, I can't remember what the math was, but around 260 today at least. If I get to page 257, I already forget what the number was, 257-ish, I'll be 2/3 through the book. So that's at least what I want to do today, but I would like to get further than that. So I'm going to join Mel's Patreon sprint in like 5 minutes and eat because it is lunchtime and get some serious reading done today. Hello, it is Sunday the 20th, the next day, and it's like 7 o'clock. So I thought I'd do, technically I guess the readathon is over now, but as you will tell in a minute, I ended up not really participating in the readathon as much as I wanted to. Things came up, I ended up hanging out with a friend. Well, yesterday I was planning on hanging out with a friend for a little bit, but then I got invited to another friend's birthday. I stopped reading at like 3 or something, 2 or 3, but today has also just been not to plan at all. So it's kind of been a struggle this weekend. I don't even know why. I thought I would just do a little update of my reading. I'm hoping to finish 3 books this week, but I'll be fine with 2. Along for the ride, I had mentioned that I was reading this yesterday. Ended up stopping on page 220. So that was like 40 pages less than I wanted. Didn't get to that, but I'm pretty close. So that's fine. I would like to finish this one this week, but if I don't, this is my last priority just because I have my 2 books for Spring Into a Reading-a-thon, because that's this weekend, or that's this week. I picked The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter up again. Been listening to it a bit today. I'm on page 143. I think I was on page like 92 or something. And yeah, I've just been listening to the audiobook. That's what it is. And reading along while I listen to the audiobook. I have 4.5 hours left of that, so I know I'll get this one done. I'm pretty sure I'll get the 2 books done this week that I need to get done, but I do also have a decent amount of school to do. So this one, as I mentioned, is for a buddy read on the bingo board, and then I also need to read If I Stay this week, and then I'll get a bingo because it has like 4 prompts, but when I start it, I will tell you what it is. But I'm probably going to try and finish this one first. And then if I finish those ones, I'll pick this back up. I just want to do those 2 during the readathon. Didn't get the reading done this weekend that I would like to do because I honestly kind of wanted to finish this today. I thought I was going to, but I've been really unproductive today. Oh well, sometimes that happens, but just thought I'd do a little update for you at the end of the weekend, start of a new week, and hopefully we had at least 2 books done this week. Maybe 3. Hi guys, so it is Friday the 25th, I think. I haven't talked to you for a bit. Going through some things right now, so I came home. Yeah, so this is gonna be a quick update, and I literally don't know how much I'm gonna read or vlog for the rest of the month, just because of stuff going on. But yesterday I did finish The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter, and I'm gonna give it 4, or I gave it 4 stars. I quite enjoyed it. There wasn't a lot happening, so I understand why people don't enjoy it, but there was enough going on, and I liked the characters enough that that wasn't a huge issue. And I will continue on with the series and the read along that we're doing on Mel Reed's Patreon. So I'm going to put I need to buy the next 2 books. I'm putting the one on my April TBR for sure. I liked the characters. Definitely going to be listening to the audiobooks. I don't know if I would have liked this one as much if I wasn't listening to the audiobook and reading along. So I'm going to continue doing that for the rest of the series. I was going to read If I Stay. I can't. With the things that are going on right now, it's just not the right thing to read. I don't even know if I will read at all this weekend. I'll pick Along for the Ride back up. I didn't bring it with me here, but I'll pick that back up once I get back to school or back to my place on Sunday. But yeah, just thought I'd let you know, and I enjoyed it, so I will continue with the series. That's all. I'll probably talk to you a bit next week, but I don't know how much I will continue to vlog for this vlog. Hello! It's been a few days since we've last talked. It is March 28th, and I don't have any reading updates. I haven't read a single thing since we last talked, but the last thing I'll be reading in March is Along for the Ride. So I'm on page 220, so I have about 175 pages left in this, so hopefully I finish this before April 1st, but if I have to, I'm pretty busy with school currently and just stuff going on in my life, so if I don't finish this, I'm not gonna like be mad or whatever. But my mom and I went book shopping today, so I thought I would just show you the things that I got at Indigo/Chapters in March. Colleen Hoover is 25% off all of her books. So my Chapters for a very long time had like no Colleen Hoover. When I got Verity from them, there was one copy. I think we got Verity and Ugly Love there, and then we had to order It Ends With Us online because both my mom and I wanted to read it. Since this was at 25% off, I thought I might as well get the ones there that I wanted to read. First, I got Regretting You by Colleen Hoover, and so with the 25% off plus we're like a Plum Plus member there, which is just like the reward system, and you get 10% off. So this ended up only being $14.14. So I'm excited about this one. Don't overly know what this one's about, but I've just heard really good things about it. And then the other Colleen Hoover that I got was at November 9. All I know is it's like this couple, non-couple type of thing where they meet each other every year on November 9th. 1552. Then my mom got All Your Perfects, which we both wanted to read, so that's why she bought it. Oh, she also bought Reminders of Him earlier in the month. I don't think she's gotten it delivered yet, but I might be wrong. So I've only read Verity from her, so I'm gonna need to do like a reading vlog of just Colleen Hoover, because I've got those two, All Your Perfects, It Ends With Us, and Ugly Love, all to read by her. So those are like the main ones I think that I'm interested in, but I could be wrong. There might be some more, but I'm really excited about this next one because I had seen it on Goodreads. I think that's how I found it, but it's called This Might Hurt. This is the cover, pretty cool cover by Stephanie Warble. This one I got for $15.72 as well. This one was 30% off because it's a newer release. Basically, this is about Natalie Collins. She hasn't heard from her sister in more than half a year. Her sister went to Wisewood, which is on a private island off the coast of Maine. Wisewood's guests commit to 6-month stays. During this time, they're prohibited from contact with the rest of the world. No internet, no phones, no exceptions. But the rules are for a good reason, to keep guests focused on achieving true fearlessness so they can become their maximized selves. Natalie thinks it's a bad idea, but Kit has had enough of her sister's cynicism and voluntarily disappears off the grid. 6 months later, Natalie receives a menacing email from a Wisewood account threatening to reveal the secret she's been keeping from Kit. Panicked, Natalie hurries north to come clean to her sister and bring her home, but she's about to learn that Wisewood won't let either of them go without a fight. Sounds super good, and I'm really excited that I got this for 30% off, because yeah, like I said, something I was really anticipating and excited for it to release, and then I got it on sale. So that was my little haul. I'll let you know probably just when I finish Along for the Ride. I saw a bit of the trailer for the show, or I don't actually remember. I think it's maybe a movie, but it might be a series that's coming out on Netflix for that. I saw a bit of the trailer, but I didn't want to finish watching it just in case there was some kind of spoiler things in there. So but I'm really excited because it's coming out April 22nd, I believe. But yeah, I'll let you know. If I look tired, it's because I am. But it is just about 10 o'clock on April 1st, and I just finished Along for the Ride. I liked it. I gave it 4 stars. I thought it was a cute book. It definitely could have been shorter. There were some times where nothing was like really happening, so it could be a little bit shorter, but overall I enjoyed it. It gave me nostalgia. Why am I saying that weird? But I enjoyed reading this, and I'm super excited for the show coming out, or movie. I think it's a show, but it might be a movie, April 22nd, so I'll probably watch it right away, and I'll let you know in my April monthly vlog if I like it. But I'm gonna close out this vlog because it isn't even March anymore, but I had to finish this one. I finished 4 out of 6/7 books on my TBR this month, which is not great, but again, I have a lot going on in my life, so it is okay. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe and give it a big thumbs up. Both those mean the absolute world to me. Let me know what you read in March and what you thought of them, and if you've read any of the books that I read in March, let me know what you thought of them, what you rated them. Did I say I rated this 4 stars? Can't remember. My Instagram, Twitter, Goodreads, and Amazon wishlist will be linked down in the description box below if you're interested in checking any of those out, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!